The Lake Conspiracy. In the heart of Colorado's rugged mountains, where the air bites with a crispness that city folks chase at overpriced retreats, I found myself handcuffed in front of my 8-year-old grandson. My crime? Piloting a small fishing boat on the lake my father carved out of our family's land back in 1956. No warning, no warrant, just flashing sirens, cold steel, and a ludicrous claim that I was trespassing on community waters. That lake, nestled dead center on our 400-acre ranch, had been ours since 1892. But this wasn't about water rights. Beneath the surface lay a secret worth billions, one that would unravel a conspiracy stretching from my quiet valley to the halls of Washington and beyond. This is the story of how one stubborn rancher took on a corporate empire and won. My name's Tom Harlan, and 3 months ago, I inherited my father's ranch after a stroke claimed him at 89. The property was a slice of paradise, rolling meadows, pine forests, and a 12-acre lake fed by natural springs. That lake wasn't just water. It was my father's legacy, a testament to sweat and dreams. Every deed, survey, and tax bill for 7 decades confirmed it was ours. But Clara Benton, the self-proclaimed queen of the new Pineview Estates HOA, had other ideas. A former corporate hotshot from Seattle, she'd bought the biggest mansion in the development bordering our land and decided she could rewrite history. It started on a perfect June morning. I was out on my 14-foot aluminum boat, the same one Dad and I restored when I was a teenager, fishing for trout under a sky so clear it hurt to look at it. The peace was shattered by the roar of an ATV. Clara, decked out in designer outdoor gear, shouted across the water, waving a clipboard like a weapon. "You're violating county waterway regulations, Mr. Harlan. This lake is community property under Pineview's charter." Her voice dripped with the kind of arrogance that comes from too many boardroom victories. I called back, calm but firm, "This is private land, ma'am. My father dug this lake. Check the records." Her smile was pure venom. "Federal law trumps your quaint deeds. This lake feeds navigable waters. Cease operations or face consequences." My neighbor, Ed Callahan, a retired geologist who'd spent 30 years mapping Western water systems, ambled down from his cabin. At 72, Ed had seen every kind of bureaucratic nonsense. "Clara," he said, his voice steady as granite, "that lake's fed by springs, not rivers. It's private, no federal jurisdiction." Clara's mask slipped for a moment, revealing something predatory. "Your expertise is outdated, Mr. Callahan. Modern law is complex." She sped off, leaving dust and a stack of official-looking papers that screamed rehearsal. Ed's eyes narrowed as we watched her go. "She's not after fishing rights, Tom. I've seen this before, mining companies using environmental laws to muscle out landowners. Let's check some old surveys." That night, poring over geological maps in Ed's cabin, we found a 1953 report noting potential rare earth deposits under my lake. It was the first clue that Clara's game was bigger than an HOA power trip. The next morning, at 6:45 a.m., sirens woke me. 3 sheriff's cars and 2 state troopers barreled down my driveway. Sheriff's Deputy Mike Larson, a local I'd known since high school, looked apologetic. "Got a call about illegal boating on protected waters, Tom." I showed him my Boata simple rig with a 20-horsepower motor and kept my phone recording. "Mike, this is my land. Someone's pulling a fast one." Across the lake, Clara snapped photos, her camera lens glinting like a sniper's scope. Mike's face hardened. "She's been calling dispatch all week, noise complaints, suspicious activity. This is harassment." Then a black Mercedes pulled up, and out stepped Victor Grant, a lawyer whose suit cost more than my truck. "I represent Pineview Estates," he said, his East Coast accent sharp. "Water rights are federal, Deputy. Mr. Harlan's claims are irrelevant." Mike wasn't impressed. "This is a fishing boat, not a crime scene. Take your city law elsewhere." As they left, Ed showed me a new find. A 1953 survey marking lithium deposits under my lake worth billions in today's electric vehicle market. Clara wasn't after water. She was hunting a fortune. I wasn't about to roll over. I set up trail cameras, a dash cam, and a live stream on social media. The next day, I went out on the lake again, broadcasting to a small but growing audience. "Folks, I'm Tom Harlan, testing if a man can boat on his own land in America." Within minutes, my viewers jumped from 10 to 50. By the time sirens returned this time with a hazmat truck claiming I was dumping oil, the count hit 200. I showed the camera my sealed engine oil and clean lake water. This is what they call an environmental crime. The hazmat team confirmed the water was pristine, but Clara was filming with a drone and a professional crew, like she was staging a documentary. A viewer commented, "Check mining claims in your area." That's when Ed dug deeper and found Global Resource Partners, a company tied to Clara and Victor, had filed for lithium extraction rights. My livestream hit 500 viewers as a woman's voice came through a call. "I'm Mary from Pineview. We signed NDAs to buy our homes. Clara's pushing a Phase 2 plan targeting your lake." Ed burst in, laptop in hand. "Tom, it's not rare earths. It's lithium $2 billion worth." I restarted the stream. "Folks, this isn't about boating. It's a corporate heist." The real shock came when FBI agent Laura Bennett called. "Mr. Harlan, your footage is evidence in our investigation of Global Resource Partners for fraud and money laundering. Stay safe." As she spoke, Ed's computer pinged. An emergency order, signed by a federal judge, authorized draining my lake for public health. Outside, trucks and excavators rolled in, led by Clara in a hard hat. My live stream hit 4,000 viewers. I drove to the lake, camera rolling. "They're stealing $2 billion in lithium, and we're watching it live." Clara waved fake papers, but a man in a suit, Philip Morse, Global's chief counsel, stepped forward. "This is a federal operation, Mr. Harlan." I pointed the camera at a helicopter overhead. Ed shouted, "That's registered to a private security firm." Agent Bennett's voice crackled through. "They're provoking you for an excuse to escalate. Don't engage." As Morse tried to record me, 6 black SUVs roared up. FBI agents, led by Bennett, arrested Morse for conspiracy and fraud. The live stream hit 7,000 viewers as workers fled and equipment was seized. 3 days later, in Ed's cabin, Bennett revealed the truth. Global Resource Partners was a front for a Chinese operation, Project Iron Peak, funded with $500 million to control U.S. lithium for battery production. 12 federal officials, including EPA and Energy Department staff, took bribes to fast-track permits. My live stream audience, now 50,000, uncovered stock market manipulation tied to Global's moves. A threatening call warned me to stop, but my viewers' tips led to arrests across 3 countries. 6 months later, in a Denver federal courtroom, Judge Margaret Ellis delivered justice. Clara got 15 years for conspiracy, Morse 22 years for treasonous acts. I received $38 million in damages and $12 million from whistleblower funds. My ranch was named a strategic reserve. It's lithium secured for America. A $50 million fund was created to help others fight corporate bullying. My live stream community became a force, exposing corruption nationwide. Standing by my lake, still sparkling under the Colorado sun, I realized this fight was never just about water. It was about proving ordinary folks can stand up to empires. A plaque by the dock reads, "Here, one American showed truth and grit can topple billion-dollar schemes." The criminals thought they'd outsmart a rancher. They didn't count on a nation watching. What do you think about fighting injustice in today's world? Have you faced bullying or corruption? Share your thoughts in the comments, take a stand, and let's hear your perspective on standing up to power.